So there was a report that came out last year about a black beauty supply store. And, you know, the sister from Atlanta, Black Star, went and spoke to this owner. And I want you to hear how the Korean American community, how they try to sabotage and continue to sabotage black Americans, trying to get into an industry that really we are the consumer. It's not no one else but black Americans or black people in general. As a consumer, but I want you to hear the predatory tactics and also just a reminder of how black folks are treated when they go into their establishments. But let's go ahead and roll that clip.
Personally don't feel like they want to do direct business with African Americans because they are intimidated, because they do come into our communities and actually set up shop.
Tequila Fletcher opened a beauty supply store in her Tampa Bay community in August, but she's a needle in a haystack. Typically, Korean Americans own beauty supply stores frequented by African Americans in these urban neighborhoods.
I think that some of us are intimidated.
Hair care is a billion-dollar industry, and a 2018 Nielsen report shows that African Americans spent $54 million on ethnic hair and beauty products alone. Yet Fletcher told Atlanta Black Star that she and many other black beauty supply owners have issues with getting products on their shelves from distributors who don't want to do business with them.
And then I even met a guy who actually has a large store in Georgia where he basically had to find him another face, shall I say, just so he can get the account.
Korean Americans have dominated the black hair care industry for decades, controlling the manufacturing and the distribution, according to Shop Black.
Very hard because a lot of them, you know, either they wasn't responding or they just refused just to give you the accounts altogether. Some of them were saying that, oh, you know, your application was incomplete, when I know good and well that I did everything that I was supposed to.
Fletcher says one of the hardest products to get is virgin extensions, which also happens to be the moneymaker.
So where is this hair coming from? China. There's only two sources that actually manufactures hair. You got India, and China is buying from India as well. And then you got China. So there is no other that I know of that actually is manufacturing.
And Fletcher added that most of these distributors work with Asian-owned beauty supply stores, continuing to close the gap on blacks having the opportunity to get into an industry that has prospered off of the support of black customers.
But they make the ordering process so difficult. And when I want certain products, oh no, we don't have it. When I know you do have it, you just want to give me what you want me to have and not be able to supply me with what's in demand.
But there's history behind the tension. Korean Americans started selling wigs in 1960, first by going door to door, according to Minnesota Public Radio. Soon they moved into storefronts, but blacks that frequented these shops felt unwelcomed, often reporting incidents of harassment. NPR News points to an incident in North Carolina that involved reports of an Asian store owner on camera choking a customer who was accused of stealing fake lashes.
You asked me, that's not stealing.
It's one of the many examples where blacks reported feeling that they were being treated unfairly while shopping in Korean-owned stores. Today, more African Americans are seeking black-owned beauty supply stores for their needs.
So for years, we have covered video after video after video of black women being attacked in nail salons and beauty supply stores. There was no executive order for black people with hate crimes, none at all. It was nothing out there saying that black people or black women in particular are being attacked. We not even hearing the guys of black women need to be protected. Why didn't we hear black women need to be protected during that time period where all of these incidents were happening? But if something happens with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion, now she's all, well, black women need to be protected. We ain't been doing all this. We have not been doing that. And I don't even like that propaganda either about, oh, black men out here attacking sisters. No, they're not. And then the ones who's doing it is freaking the Pookie and Ray Rays that they want to fool with. But continuing. So you have Korean Americans and Chinese as well buying all the things from India and they selling it. So India and China, which is Asian countries, basically, sending all the product and they can shut you out. My question is, this is the error, the major error of not connecting with Africa, because on that African continent, you can open up manufacturing and supply businesses like this. Listen, they want you to come there and open it. It's there. This is our problem. You're dependent on other people to supply you instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to connect with my own. I'm going to go to the continent of Africa. I'm going to open up things here in America. I'm going to connect with people in the Caribbean. Let's start all this manufacturing and do this stuff ourselves. Now, it was a big dent in their profits when a lot of sisters went natural. When they went natural and they stopped using the creamy crack and the hair extensions, that's when a lot of their profits actually went down. It went way down. Literally, sisters killed the relaxer market by a choice. Now, we as black men cannot have much effect on that hair care industry. We can't. Sure, we can partner with different sisters and help open up supply stores, but the consumer is where the buck is going to stop at. Now, I've had, different women come to, like, for instance, my Instagram when I was saying that y'all need to stop shopping with these people and shop with our own. I've had few black women say, Phil, you're wasting your breath and your time. They're not going to listen to you. They're not going to listen to nobody. They too far gone, Phil. And this is what other black women were saying. You understand what I'm saying? And when does it get to the point that we got to start taking responsibility on part of our oppression, part of our sabotage? Because they could not do what they're doing to black folk if black folks wasn't participating. Same thing with white supremacy. White supremacy can be broken too by our economics if we choose to say no more. No more. You gonna treat us this way? No more. If we actually had a code and respect for ourselves to say, okay, you killed George Floyd in Minneapolis. Okay, cool. Well, this is what we gonna do. We going to boycott the city of Minneapolis. We're gonna boycott that. We're going to boycott it until Derek Chauvin and every other cop is convicted and going to jail a long time. We're not going to buy a drop of gas. We're not going to buy a morsel of food. We're not going to do nothing in this city. We're going to go to the next city over and buy everything on purpose until they're convicted. See, unless y'all willing to take those steps and really take those steps, let me tell you something. During the Montgomery bus boycott, people was catching buses. A lot of people didn't even have cars. But you know what the brothers and sisters done? Okay, well, how am I going to get to work if I don't catch the bus? What was happening was because everybody was on code, they say, hey, let me go pick up these brothers and sisters and fit them in my car, and we go all carpool and take each other to work. Or we go into the same job, cool, let me go pick up everybody so we can stay on code and not get on those buses. Because that's call it what it is. A lot of y'all today, the Montgomery bus boycott wouldn't have worked. Because, man, I got to get to my job, man. I need to ride that bus. That's why. Now, after a year of boycott, they changed the whole law of the Supreme Court behind that. Why? Because they took the money away. If y'all not willing to part that money away from these different groups who are cutting you out, oppressing you, then they're going to continue to do it. That sister that has Tressaholic Beauty Supply, everybody in Tampa should be over there. She should never keep nothing on the shelf because all black people going to shop there. That's how you get at them. Listen, if they have their product on them shelves and they can't sell it at all, no matter how low they drop the prices, they're going to say, you know what? We're going to have to open up to these black people because the Asian one's not making no money no more because they got pissed off. That's what eventually would happen. All of a sudden you start seeing these places close. They'll start being closed down. Let me tell you something. Nobody's going to try to attack me and expect my money. Nobody's going to disrespect me and get my money. I don't care who you are. Nobody gonna do that. When I show up to spend money, you gonna treat me with respect. You gonna give me good customer service. And if you don't, I'm walking off right then and there. I don't need to spend money with you. This country is too big. I can go somewhere else to spend my money if that's what I want to do. You're not selling oxygen, so I don't need nothing from you. I don't need the food you're selling. So I can go get that from someone else too. My thing is what I'm saying to black folks, we got to start taking responsibility on how we being treated. Listen, we got to get past this telling everybody the way we being treated, telling everybody, oh, our lives matter. Look, they don't care about our life like that. Hey, you figured that part out? They don't care about our life like that. They don't care about mine. They don't care about yours. They don't care about my children, your grandchildren. They don't care. They have proven it in their actions. They don't care. Jim Crow Joe really showing you his behind right now. He's showing you put him in the White House and he's really giving everybody else something except you on purpose. He blatant with what he doing. So since now a lot of you are getting woke up to that, which is a good thing actually, are you ready to get out this oppression for real? Are you ready? Black women, are you really ready? Are you still gonna go allow them to put you in chokeholds and lock you in the store like they've done before and punch you in the mouth, which they've done before? I've got content all on that. Are you ready? Because brothers, we can't really affect that industry like that. We can't. If it would, I would say brothers. Only thing we can do is help open up beauty supply stores. But let's get to the connections and plugs on the continent too. You got to cut them out, man. You got to cut them out. We can't be dependent on Asian countries like that. We need to be dependent on our own. Open up our own manufacturing. And on the continent is the best place to actually go do it. Because you can hire multiple people. You could pay them even good wages and you still going to get a profit out of it. That's the place to go do it at. I'm telling you. You know, some of you, well, I don't want to be in Africa. I don't care what you want to be. You still need to make some business on the continent. Connect. That's what you got to do. Every other group do that. They connect with their home country or where they from, and they connect here. They have some sort of connection. But we have to stop this from happening. We can't complain and keep saying these people are doing this to us. Yes, they're going to continue to do it because you're not doing anything. Once again, a bully will always kick your butt. They will always misuse you, take your lunch money and everything else until you get tired enough to say, it's over. I'm fighting back. I'm about to whip this bully and I'm about to put him down today. That's when a bully stops with you. No matter what this bully is doing, you are the key to that. Do you see when you actually stand up against white supremacy, how they start cowering down? Now, dealing with them, the Koreans and anybody else, they don't even have the system of white supremacy have. Not at all. So that's not even would even be a fight. That would be just too easy. And y'all still there letting these people doing this to y'all? Come on now. Y'all fight white supremacy. Y'all been fighting that forever. And they fight you back big time. They spend billions of dollars to fight you back. But these people not gonna fight you like that. So that'll be over with overnight, literally, if you make the decision. But what it's going to take is it's going to take women, especially you in the community, to make that decision. You know how y'all cancel people and all that, and you know y'all have seen brothers get canceled because of women they dating and all of that, or comments they made and things like that. Well, let's start canceling these people too, because most of these brothers ain't putting you in headlocks, they ain't punching you in the mouth. They're not kicking you and they're not locking you in no store. Take your money back. It's $1 billion industry and it belongs to black women more than anybody else. You are the key. You are the consumer. Take the industry back. Have some respect for yourself. Have respect for the community. Stop going over there and go with the people in the community or order online if you cannot find it. But right now is the time for you to do something. I don't really have to go to no store because I order a lot of things through Amazon. So if anything else, order it on Amazon. Just stay out of their stores. If you can't find a black store in your area, get it on Amazon. Amazon got just about everything. Pay for Prime. Get within a day or two. No, it's not the community, but if you don't have a store in your area, I'd rather you shop at Amazon. At least you're not giving the money to them. That is the key. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the situation in this video, because like I said, we have been attacked for a long time by people in that other community, physically and economically. Well, black folks, are you going to finally step up and do something about it? Because I'm just not for always saying, look how bad somebody doing this. What are we going to stand up against it?